What's up? Welcome back, guys. As you know, it's Hat and Beard, the host of this channel, and you're here for one thing and one thing only. We're doing another mock draft. There isn't a whole lot of news to report coming out of Allen Park. Yep, last week we went out and re-signed Nate.
Right, so I should just let you guys know that this video is probably 2 weeks old now. Just been dealing with some stuff, and it just hasn't really been on my top priority to make content. Just been dealing with a lot of work shit, man, and it's been hard for me to focus. I mean, in conjunction with the fact that we're in the off season, and I mean, yeah, yesterday we traded Jeff Okudah away, and you guys know how I feel about Jeff Okudah. I, wouldn't have minded seeing him see what he had left, but it's a mutually beneficial thing for all parties involved. The Falcons get a potential bounce-back player. We move on from Jeff Okudah, and, we get another late-round pick, and you guys know how high I am on Brad Holmes and having just all of the draft capital to play with. But it's just been kind of hard to come up with new content and stuff, kind of messed around with the voice work there, that AI stuff, and it's fun, but, if you actually look at the views, as soon as I do something that goes against the cult of what everybody is expecting, and I don't, just march along in lockstep, I get punished. I mean, look at the views, it is what it is. I'm not, this isn't like a poor me thing, I'm just saying it's kind of obvious. I should also tell you guys, I also upload all of these videos to Rumble. And if you are more of a free speech advocate, then maybe you want to follow me over on Rumble. That'd be cool, man, because it's fun over there. We're slowly growing, a community. The name's exactly the same. Everything's it's free speech absolutists over there. So go ahead and follow me over on Rumble if you want. But look, I'm still here. We're still uploading. We're a little limited on the mock draft stuff because PFF wants me to pay for it now, which is stupid. So you'll see here where it's kind of limited. But really, guys, I appreciate you still rocking with me. I wanted to upload a picture, but I forgot to take it. One of my friends made me a shirt for the channel, and it's fucking dope, man. It's the dopest shit ever. So, that's fucking cool to me, man. It's just cool to know that, y'all are out there, rocking with me and shit. But I don't know. I felt like this video needed a bit of a disclaimer because none of the information is really relevant. And I don't blame you if you guys don't watch it. It's not that big of a deal. But hey, we do what we can around here. So, yeah, let's just keep on keeping on. And the draft is a couple weeks away. I'm really hype about that. We'll probably do another video about the draft coming up here pretty soon. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say, guys. And yo, my beard looks like shit in this video. I need to seriously address this weird hillbilly redneck ass just living in the mountains chic I got going on. This is terrible. I mean, look at my ugly ass. Anyway, we'll catch you guys later. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Later. Nothing to do with the first overall pick. If anything, we're looking to trade back. But guys, let's see what's going to shake out in the first two. What we can start to really look down at. You guys know where we're probably going to be looking to go and where other teams are probably going to land. But man, if this isn't just a lot of fun. Alright, fellas, let's see. Where I'm going to predict Bryce Young number 1. And then either C.J. Stroud or Will Levis. Because Will Levis, who I think you guys have heard me say this before, he appears to have shit on his upper lip. He's been sneaky climbing up boards. I'm not sold on him. Let's light the candle. There you go. Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson. As much as I want you so bad, I haven't seen you slide in maybe but one of my mock drafts, and he just keeps clamoring. Well, and fellers here, I'm not gonna lie. I've been sniffing a lot of my own farts recently, and I was thinking about going Anthony Richardson or Jalen Carter here at 6. I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna sit tight and draft at 6, because well, it feels like that's the direction we're going to go, but I'm not going to be able to make that selection here. I'm left with everyone else who doesn't quite scream 6, do they? I don't know. Let's go. Do we trade? What's available? Falcons want to trade up. Texans want to trade up. The Pats want to trade up. I don't feel like trading that far back in the draft. Boys, we've done everything possible that makes sense. All of the logical routes that we've all discussed 45 times. Let's get weird with it. Let's go ahead and draft Peter Skoronski. You guys know that I think Skoronski is a dual athlete. You can play interior or on the outside. He's a hell of an offensive lineman. And I've stated this many, many times. Jonah Jackson's probably won't be back next year when his contract's up. And Taylor Decker's gonna start to be priced out. There's a reason why we drafted Penei Sewell. Penei Sewell's a natural left tackle. If we can bring in Peter Skoronski, place him in there at the right guard, rotate him around a little bit, and then when Penei moves to left tackle, you have a well-seasoned, young, hyper-athletic offensive lineman waiting in the wings that you drafted. He already knows the system, the players, the personnel in the building. Let's go. Peter Skoronski, tackle, Northwestern, with that big old brain of yours. Welcome aboard. All right, fellas, you see Cansey and Porter Jr., Branch, everybody I wanted kind of went right ahead of me. Well, I really screwed up everybody's draft. Poop lip. Poop lip to the Raiders. Let's not dive into that too hard. We'll do a quick synopsis afterwards. All right, guys, so here we go. Everyone to pick from. Sitting at 18. Do we go Brise? Do we go Brise? I don't think we go Brise. Let's go. Let's add more weapons. Oh, man, but Brise could fill the interior D-line spot. Let's see what's on the trade block. What'll the Eagles give me? Yeah, well, let's take the Eagles' second round pick since I'm locked into only having the 2 rounds to do. Let's make this really squirrely and interesting. What the hell? Why can't I offer trade? Oh, gotcha. Because they're dicks. Gotcha. Because they're being a bunch of dickheads. Dude, seriously, you guys are dickholes. That's really shitty of you, PFF. Okay, so I can't trade. I'm just kind of locked into the bare bones. This is really lame. This is really fucking lame. PFF, you guys are... Whatever. We're going to do the best we can. I'm cheap. I get it. I'm cheap, guys. I'm a cheapskate. I'm a cheap bastard. I am cheap as shit. Thank Joe Biden for that. He's the one tanking the economy. So it's going to come down to one of these 3 guys. If we're just going to sit at 18 if things shake out like this. We're going to go Brise, Smith, Murphy. Let's go reverse order. We're taking Miles Murphy. Defensive end out of Clemson. Welcome aboard. Into the second round here. Oh, wop, bop, bada, oh, wop, bamboo, tutti frutti. Oh, shit. Damn. All right. Well, we took Gibbs the last time. You guys know I like to go Tippmann. You guys know I had a early off-season boner for Sidney Brown. And if we're stuck here, that's a reach on Michael Schmitz. Or Schmitz-Michael. John Michael Schmitz. John Michael Schmitz. No. Damn, fellers. Alright, right, well, we do need help at the linebacker spot. And since I only have 2 rounds to make these picks happen, let's go ahead and see how Drew Sanders, the linebacker out of Arkansas, works out. Let's take Drew Sanders. Welcome aboard. All right, 55. Not much has changed. Gibbs. Who went? Gibbs and Tip. You motherfuckers. Shit. Alright, well, look, let's get sneaky. Saki Ika, interior defensive lineman out of Baylor, a big body. We need another rotationary player. You know, I was hoping that Mozzie Smith would have somehow slid to us in the second round. Where'd Mozzie Smith go? Where'd you go, Mozzie Smith, you big bastard? You big handsome son of... Oh, you went to Dallas, you big son of a bitch. You big motherfucker. Well, that would have been a nice little play for us, so let's go ahead and take Saki Ika, defensive tackle out of Baylor. Put his big ass in there next to Aleem McNeil. And let's see what our grade is. Alright. Oh, you're not even going to give us a grade. Damn, guys, they really cut down on the content available. Wow. Wow, man, that's pretty shitty. Wow. Man, comment down below. Do you guys think that's pretty shitty? You could have just sold ad space on the website. I wouldn't mind clicking off some ads instead of having to pay. Man. It's fucking ridiculous. Well, so here you see I took Skoronski at 6. I went Myles Murphy at 18. Drew Sanders at 48, the linebacker out of Arkansas. Let me know how you guys feel about all these picks. Saki Ika, defensive tackle out of Baylor. I don't know how I feel about this. You guys know I really like to move around in the draft, and since I'm really limited here, I'm not real confident about that. I probably would have gotten like a B. I reached on everybody here. Yeah, about 10 picks too early for everybody. 6 here, 5 here. Regardless. I like the Myles Murphy pick. I like having a lot of weapons at defense as a rush edge on defense. Again, you guys already built up Skoronski. You know exactly where I'm coming from with that pick. We went Drew Sanders, the linebacker out of Arkansas in the second round to add more depth to our linebacker room that isn't necessarily the strongest in the league. And then to put another big body in the middle of the defense to help in the run game, stopping the run game, we went ahead and drafted Saki Ika out of Baylor. Now, let's see if we can look at the whole first round, or if PFF's going to be like, no, money, please. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to review the first round. Oh, my God. Thank you. Thank you, PFF, for not being completely the cheapest bastards on planet Earth. Alright, quick review rundown. We've seen Bryce Young go to the Carolina Panthers. I'm not wild about Bryce Young. CJ Stroud to the Texans makes sense. Will Anderson Jr. to the Arizona Cardinals. That's who I was really hoping. I'm really hoping Will Anderson somehow falls, but in order to go up and get him, it's going to cost us the house. I was hoping Anthony Richardson would slip to us at 6, as well as Jalen Carter. I was hoping to kind of duke it out between these two. Again, it's looking like we might go in these two guys' directions if they fall. Yeah, Tyree Wilson is kind of the X factor. So if Tyree Wilson were to jump up here, that tends to make players slide. I decided to throw a Peter Skoronski in the mix and totally fuck up everybody's board. So I went Skoronski at 6. The Raiders went ahead and took Mr. Shitlip himself. I don't know why they would do that. They already drafted Connor Cook, years ago. They know what they're getting into. This guy sucks. He's a douche nozzle. I'm not shitting you. He puts mayonnaise in his coffee. Tyree Wilson to the Falcons. They had no quarterbacks to pick. There wasn't really any big argument to make for, I guess they could have gone Witherspoon. But I don't see them going JSN or Quentin Johnston because they already have some weapons. They get kind of expensive when it's time to re-sign everybody. Devin Witherspoon to the Bears. We keep seeing this happen time and time again. Quentin Johnston. So Philadelphia, be it that us and Philly as well as Houston have multiple picks in the first round, we're kind of the X factors in how the boards are going to shake out and the variance in them. So when Philly gets on the clock, they start making goofy moves. We've seen it in every mock draft. So here they go ahead and they draft Quentin Johnston. Same idea that we had last mock draft, where we're just going to build out the wide receiver room with just hyper talented younger players. I mean, AJ Brown isn't cheap, but he's not, the youngest guy. But AJ Brown might be the best wide receiver in the NFL. JSN to the Titans, they need help. Christian Gonzalez to Houston. Thought about maybe pulling the trigger on him at 6. I like building out our defensive back room, really solidifying our corners. Jeff Brokuda, not sold on you anymore, dude. Defended you most of the offseason last year, then defended you through the majority of the season this year, but you just, you got into your own head and fell apart. So that's the direction the Lions could look to go. The Jets going to go out and grab Lucas Van Ness to make their defense even scarier. The Pats are going to go with Paris Johnson. Seen that a couple of times. Green Bay grabbing Brian Branch. I love it, but I hate it. I love it because that's a solid pick right there. I hate it because I think Brian Branch is going to be very good, and I fucking hate the Packers. And then the Washington Commies decided to take our boy Joey Porter Jr. because the Commies are a bunch of pinko bastard commies, and they like to take things from other people. That was going to be my pick at 18, but since the Washington Commies are the Washington Commies, they decided that they needed it more than me, and I was left with the Scraps. And the Scraps being the wonderful choice. Well, hang on, before we break it down. Oh yeah, the Steelers went ahead and double fucked me. So it's all a collusion! It's collusion! Pittsburgh and the Washington Commies. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Well, of course that makes sense. Collusion. It's collusion. They colluded. The Steelers and the Washington Commies colluded. Because Kancey going at 17, shit right in my head at 18, and I got the wonderful choice of Myles Murphy, Nolan Smith, or Brian Brisset. I decided to go Myles Murphy. We'll see. You never know. Nolan Smith, who climbed up boards after a wonderful combine. No quarterback really here for the Buccaneers to look at, so they're going to just keep building out their defense. No real wide receiver, I guess they could have taken. Maybe a look at Zay Flowers. Well, there you go. This is where it's always like, you want me to... PFF, you want me to pay for a service that routinely has teams taking the same position in the first round. Why in the fuck would they do this? You want me to pay for a service that is going to mock out 2 of the top 3 defensive tackle talents on the board to the same team, 15 picks apart. Whatever. Maybe. Brad Holmes likes to double up, so maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm stupid for expecting better. Maybe I'm getting the shit version because I'm not paying for it. It's my fault. That's what it is. I'm stupid. The Chargers are stupid, taking a tight end in the first round. We're not even going to talk about that. That's just fucking stupid. Stupid. Deonte Banks to the Baltimore Ravens makes sense. At least they're not going to ruin another wide receiver's career right out of the gate, like Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers then falls to the Minnesota Vikings. They need more wide receiver depth there. Anton Harrison to the Jacksonville Jaguars. You're going to keep and protect your all-world young quarterback. Seen this happen last mock draft where Bijan went to the Giants. Mozzie Smith getting to go to Dallas is a good spot for him. Was hoping somehow Mozzie Smith would fall out of the first round and slide all the way down to us in the second round with our first second round pick. Broderick Jones going to Buffalo makes sense. Will McDonald's going to help bolster out the Bengals defense and hopefully get them over the hump defensively to shut down Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. DeJuan Jones, the tackle out of Ohio State. So that's probably happening on account of us taking Skoronski at 6 and shifting the entire offensive line board, and thus shifting all of the big boards because people were able to take other players. You see a little bit of variance here. Jordan Addison, again! Again, why would I pay for a service that does shit like this? And I don't even mean, like, I guess you could make an argument for Seattle. I guess you could maybe make an argument that they... But the Eagles do not need wide receivers. They don't need 2 wide receivers in the first round. This is absolutely insane. PFF, you want me to pay for a fucking service that does shit like this? What the fuck are you thinking, man? What the fuck kind of shit is this? Are you... Whatever. Yeah, that's just as stupid as a tight end in the first round. Alright, that's gonna do it for me, guys. Yeah.
Well, boys, that was fun. What did you think? What would you have done differently? Comment down below what you would like to see on the channel as far as the Ben and the Boys series, and give me a grade. What did you think of this mock draft? As always, guys, it has been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you this morning. Do me one big solid favor. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Stay out of trouble. Have yourself a good rest of the week, and get out of here.
Time to 23 Skidoo. Or should I say 69 Skidoo?
She said that my pornos were boring.